If you've ever sat for hours glued to a computer screen, blinking less than normal, squinting to read small print, or adjusting your glasses constantly, then you know the frustration of deteriorating eyesight. Many people think it's simply a matter of age, but the truth goes much deeper, right down to the microscopic structures in your eyes known as cones. These tiny, specialized cells are the unsung heroes responsible for daylight vision, color perception, and fine detail. Without them functioning properly, even the brightest environment can feel dim and unclear. To understand the issue, let's start with the anatomy of the eye. The cornea is the dome-shaped window at the front, bending incoming light slightly, but the real magic happens in the lens. Two small muscles surrounding the lens adjust its shape, allowing your eyes to focus on objects near and far. This is called the accommodation reflex. When young, your lens is flexible, smoothly adjusting to changes in focus. But with age, the lens stiffens, muscles weaken, and suddenly reading a menu at a restaurant or spotting a license plate at night requires extra effort and usually glasses. Behind the lens lies the retina, a full back wall layer of the eye. Think of it as high-definition wallpaper packed with millions of photoreceptors translating light into electrical signals sent to your brain through the optic nerve. At the center of the retina is the macula, and within it the fovea, a tiny grain of sand-sized area with the densest concentration of cones anywhere in the eye. This is where precision vision begins, capturing intricate details and vibrant colors. Here's the shocking part. These cones are powered by mitochondria, the cell's energy factories. In youth, mitochondria are plentiful, supplying abundant energy for sharp vision. But as we age, mitochondria dwindle. By the time someone reaches 60, the eye requires 3 times more light to see clearly compared to a 20-year-old. Colors appear duller, details blur, and nighttime vision becomes increasingly hazardous. This mitochondrial decline isn't just a minor inconvenience, it is the core reason behind many age-related vision issues, from difficulty reading in dim light to glare sensitivity and early signs of macular degeneration. The consequences manifest gradually. First, contrast sensitivity, the brain's ability to distinguish subtle differences in light declines. This makes night driving, especially in rain or fog, more dangerous. Second, even daytime vision suffers, requiring brighter lights to read or work. Third, glare sensitivity grows, further clouding vision in challenging lighting conditions. Finally, as the macula loses mitochondria, fine detail deteriorates, often prompting reliance on corrective lenses. Other eye complications compound the problem. The lens may develop cataracts, an opaqueness caused by protein accumulation, making vision hazy and colorless. Pressure in the eye can rise, leading to glaucoma, while prolonged screen use at close distances strains the muscles, temporarily blurring vision when looking away. In addition, diabetes plays a sinister role. High blood sugar damages retinal blood vessels, causing diabetic retinopathy, a leading cause of blindness. Some researchers, like Dr. Harold Schell, have discovered that high doses of vitamin D3 can reverse glaucoma in some cases by supporting cellular health, although proper monitoring is essential. Red light therapy is another breakthrough, shown to stimulate mitochondria in cones, enhancing their energy output and partially reversing age-related decline. Yet, caution is needed. Frequency, duration, and eye protection are crucial to prevent damage. Here's what's astonishing. In as little as 3 minutes a week, properly applied red light therapy can improve mitochondrial efficiency, potentially restoring visual clarity for days. Combined with lifestyle interventions like exercise, intermittent fasting, and ketogenic nutrition, the body can rejuvenate its cellular engines, giving your eyes a fighting chance against time. Now that we understand the microscopic battles happening in our eyes, the question becomes, how do we actually fight back? The solution isn't in a bottle of glasses or a quick fix. It's about restoring cellular function, improving mitochondrial efficiency, and giving your eyes the nutrients and stimulation they desperately need. One of the most revolutionary therapies currently emerging is red light therapy, specifically targeting the retina. Red light at a wavelength of 670 nanometers penetrates the eyelids, directly reaching the photoreceptors and boosting their mitochondrial performance. Think of mitochondria as tiny power plants. When they are sluggish, the cones can't process light efficiently, leaving your vision dull and weak. A properly timed 3-minute exposure once a week is enough to revitalize these powerhouses and maintain enhanced performance for an entire week. But it's not a free-for-all. Many devices on the market are unregulated, delivering inconsistent intensities or wrong wavelengths. Safety measures, like keeping your eyes closed and choosing devices compliant with IEC 62471 or RG1 low-risk standards, are non-negotiable. Beyond technology, lifestyle interventions are key. Exercise is one of the most potent tools you have. Walking, hiking, or any activity that increases oxygen delivery to tissues stimulates mitochondrial production systemically, including in the retina. Intermittent fasting is equally critical. By periodically reducing blood sugar levels, you lower systemic inflammation and prevent damage to delicate retinal structures. Pairing this with a ketogenic or low-carb diet fuels the body with ketones, optimizing energy production while limiting the glycation processes that stiffen your lens and impair clarity. Visual habits also play a massive role. Many of us stare at screens all day, locking our eyes on objects just 2 to 3 feet away. This constant near focus cramps the ocular muscles, diminishing their ability to adjust to varying distances. The solution is deceptively simple. Take your eyes outdoors and focus on objects far away: leaves, branches, birds, clouds, for at least 2 hours per day. It's therapeutic for the eyes and essential for resetting the accommodation reflex. The variation in distances 20 feet, 50 feet, even hundreds, trains your eyes to regain flexibility, much like stretching a muscle that has been locked in position. Nutrition is another pillar of visual health. Vitamin A, found in egg yolks, liver, cod liver oil, and butter, is critical for photoreceptor function. Without it, night blindness and diminished light sensitivity are inevitable. But absorption matters. Liver health, gallbladder function, and gut integrity all influence how effectively your body can utilize vitamin A. Lutein and zeaxanthin, phytonutrients abundant in kale, Swiss chard, and pistachios, protect retinal cells from oxidative stress and UV damage, enhancing visual acuity. While plant sources contain higher absolute amounts, egg yolks deliver these nutrients in a far more bioavailable form. For more advanced issues, such as floaters or cataracts, the approach shifts toward cellular recycling and biochemical repair. Prolonged fasting triggers autophagy, the body's natural protein cleanup system, removing damaged proteins that cloud the vitreous humor and reduce clarity. N-acetylcarnosine, applied directly as eye drops, penetrates the cornea and helps dissolve glycated proteins in the lens, showing promising results in both humans and animals for cataract reversal. Supplements like carnosine from red meat or saffron for macular support further complement these interventions. The key takeaway: reversing age-related vision decline requires a multi-pronged approach. Technology, lifestyle, nutrition, and intermittent fasting converge to protect and restore the delicate architecture of the eye. Waiting passively allows mitochondria to dwindle and the lens to stiffen, but active strategies give your eyes a fighting chance to regain clarity, contrast sensitivity, and detail. Even if your eyes are structurally healthy, modern life is a relentless assault on vision. Hours spent in front of computers, smartphones, and tablets force your eyes into unnatural patterns of focus. This sustained near-vision work triggers what experts call accommodation cramp, a subtle, constant tension in the lens muscles that limits flexibility. Over time, it manifests as blurred vision when looking away, headaches, or eye fatigue that lingers well beyond the screen session. Combating this requires intentional visual resets. One of the simplest yet most powerful techniques is the desk reset, often referred to as the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, glance at an object 20 feet away for 20 seconds. This small act relaxes the ciliary muscles, stretches the lens, and stimulates peripheral vision. During these brief pauses, consciously blink every 5 seconds to fully hydrate the eyes. When we stare at screens, our blink rate drops dramatically, leaving the eyes dry, irritated, and more prone to fatigue. Restoring a natural blink pattern reactivates the tear glands, reducing strain and dryness. Dry eye isn't just inconvenient, it can accelerate vision deterioration. In addition to blinking deficiencies, vitamin A plays a crucial role in maintaining the tear film. Deficiency causes the ocular surface to become rough and irritated, exacerbating strain. Furthermore, a poorly functioning autonomic nervous system, often depleted of vitamin B1, diminishes glandular secretion, compounding dryness. Addressing this isn't just about supplements, it requires lifestyle modifications, reducing excessive carbohydrate intake, moderating caffeine and tea consumption, and supporting gut health for optimal nutrient absorption. Another invisible threat is glycation, the bonding of sugar to proteins, forming advanced glycation end products, ages. These compounds stiffen the lens, cloud the cornea, and reduce overall flexibility of the eye's structures. Ages are a byproduct of a modern diet high in processed foods and sugars. The antidote lies in low-carb nutrition, intermittent fasting, and targeted antioxidants like alpha-lipoic acid. Polyphenols, found in turmeric, resveratrol, and even dark chocolate, provide an additional layer of protection against oxidative stress and glycation, supporting lens flexibility and retinal health simultaneously. For individuals over 50, proper lighting can make an immediate, dramatic difference. A high CCT warm LED light between 3000 and 4000 Kelvin, positioned to illuminate reading surfaces or workspaces, reduces strain, enhances contrast, and helps you see clearly while natural visual repair mechanisms kick in. This simple environmental adjustment bridges the gap while other interventions, like red light therapy or nutritional optimization, gradually rebuild mitochondrial function and lens flexibility. Sunlight, surprisingly, is one of the most potent tools in visual rehabilitation. By observing the sunrise or sunset without staring directly at the sun, you can allow peripheral rays to reach the eyes. This practice resets the circadian rhythm, stimulates melatonin production, and strengthens intrinsic antioxidant defenses. The eyes are not just passive sensors, they are deeply connected to the brain and hormonal systems, influencing sleep quality, energy levels, and overall systemic health. Finally, movement outdoors is not just for exercise, it's vision therapy in disguise. Actively focusing on distant objects, tree branches, birds, clouds, forces the lens to shift dynamically across distances. Many people walk outside while scrolling their phones, missing the crucial visual engagement needed to reverse accommodation cramps. Intentional, sustained focus on objects at varied distances retrains the eye muscles, improves depth perception, and restores natural flexibility. This, combined with intermittent fasting, exercise, and proper nutrient intake, creates a comprehensive, multi-layered approach to maintaining and enhancing vision. While lifestyle changes and visual exercises are critical, the biochemistry of the eye cannot be ignored. Every cell in the retina, every photoreceptor in the macula, and every tiny lens protein relies on specific nutrients to function optimally. Without these, even the best habits may fall short. Understanding which nutrients directly support the eye can be transformative. Vitamin A is the cornerstone of ocular health. It is essential for producing rhodopsin, the light-sensitive pigment in rods responsible for night vision. Without adequate vitamin A, night blindness can develop, and daylight vision may appear dimmer. Sources like egg yolks, liver, cod liver oil, and butter supply this nutrient effectively, but absorption is influenced by liver health, gallbladder function, and gut integrity. Individuals with fatty liver, gallbladder removal, or chronic gut inflammation may not utilize vitamin A efficiently, emphasizing the need for holistic digestive health alongside supplementation. Lutein and Zeaxanthin are two other powerful compounds critical for macular protection. These carotenoids act as natural sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light and neutralizing oxidative stress caused by environmental exposure and aging. They are abundant in leafy greens such as kale and Swiss chard, in pistachios, and in egg yolks, where bioavailability is significantly higher than plant sources. Regular intake not only shields the retina from UV damage, but also supports contrast sensitivity, color perception, and fine detail resolution. For cataract prevention and even partial reversal, N-acetylcarnosine, NAC, has emerged as a promising therapy. Applied topically in eye drops, NAC penetrates the cornea, entering the lens to break down glycated proteins responsible for clouding. Research in humans and animals suggests this compound can restore lens clarity, although results vary depending on the stage of cataract progression. Diets rich in carnosine, particularly red meat, also support this protective mechanism, highlighting how nutrition and supplementation can complement medical interventions. Saffron, though less well known, has been demonstrated to improve retinal health and slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration. It enhances photoreceptor function and protects against oxidative damage, serving as an adjunct to lutein and zeaxanthin. Similarly, antioxidants like resveratrol, polyphenols, and compounds found in dark chocolate combat oxidative stress and glycation, safeguarding the structural integrity of both lens and retina. Vitamin D3, often overlooked, plays a dual role in eye health. It acts as a potent anti-inflammatory agent, supporting mitochondrial function and potentially assisting in conditions like glaucoma. Supplementation should be accompanied by magnesium and, in some protocols, vitamin K2 to ensure proper metabolic balance. High but carefully monitored doses can have systemic and ocular benefits, strengthening the cellular environment of the retina and supporting long-term visual acuity. Niacin, an often underestimated B vitamin, also contributes to ocular health by improving blood flow and supporting retinal function. When combined with the broader regimen of vitamins, carotenoids, and antioxidants, it forms a comprehensive nutritional foundation for reversing or slowing age-related visual decline. Taken together, these nutrients are not just supplementary, they are integral to maintaining the energy, flexibility, and clarity your eyes need to function. While lifestyle and technology interventions create the conditions for recovery, proper nutrition supplies the raw materials necessary for actual repair and protection. Neglecting this aspect limits progress, making the eyes more vulnerable to stress, aging, and environmental damage. Beyond foundational nutrition and lifestyle habits, there are advanced strategies that can significantly enhance visual recovery. These methods target the cellular and molecular mechanisms underlying aging and dysfunction in the eye, providing a deeper layer of protection and rejuvenation. Autophagy. The body's natural process of recycling damaged proteins is critical for maintaining clear vision, especially for individuals experiencing floaters. Floaters are tiny clumps of protein that float in the vitreous humor, casting shadows on the retina. Prolonged fasting is one of the most effective ways to trigger autophagy. Intermittent fasting, combined with occasional extended fasts of 48 to 72 hours, encourages the body to break down these defective proteins, clearing the visual field and reducing long-term oxidative stress in retinal cells. For cataracts, dietary and topical interventions work synergistically. Low-carb diets reduce glycation, a process where sugar molecules bind to proteins and stiffen the lens. Glycation not only clouds the lens, but also accelerates age-related macular degeneration. NACI eye drops, as previously mentioned, complement dietary adjustments by directly breaking down glycated proteins in the lens. Additionally, maintaining healthy insulin and glucose levels through fasting and nutrition reduces ongoing damage, slowing cataract formation, and even reversing early stages in some cases. Glaucoma, characterized by increased intraocular pressure, can be influenced by both lifestyle and supplementation. Dr. Harold Schell's research indicates that raising vitamin D3 levels to an optimal range, combined with magnesium and K2, improves ocular health and may reduce pressure-related damage. Niacin, known to enhance blood flow, provides an additional layer of support, ensuring the optic nerve receives sufficient oxygen and nutrients to function properly. For macular health, saffron continues to stand out as an effective natural therapy. By supporting photoreceptor function and protecting against oxidative stress, saffron helps maintain central vision and fine detail perception. Coupled with lutein and zeaxanthin, this strategy creates a potent defense against age-related degeneration. Regular monitoring and consistent intake are essential to achieve noticeable results over time. Environmental modifications further reinforce recovery efforts. Proper lighting, especially for individuals over 50, enhances contrast sensitivity and reduces eye strain. High CCT warm LED lights between 3000 and 4000 Kelvin, directed at reading or work surfaces, provide optimal illumination without glare, supporting both clarity and comfort. Sunlight exposure focusing near the sun during sunrise or sunset, not directly at it, resets circadian rhythms and stimulates melatonin production. This natural antioxidant protects retinal tissue and improves systemic health, highlighting the interconnectedness of visual and overall physiological well-being. Screen management is another essential component. Even with all interventions in place, prolonged near focus can undermine recovery efforts. Following the 20-20-20 rule, consciously varying focal distances, and ensuring regular outdoor visual engagement retrains ocular muscles and reduces accommodation cramps. Integrating these practices with regular blinking maintains hydration and prevents fatigue, protecting delicate structures from cumulative stress. Finally, systemic strategies cannot be ignored. Exercise, oxygen-rich activity, sleep optimization, and a ketogenic or low-carb diet collectively enhance mitochondrial function, reduce inflammation, and improve blood sugar regulation. This combination directly benefits the retina and lens, providing the energy required for photoreceptors to operate at peak efficiency. Visual recovery is not an isolated effort, it is a comprehensive approach that requires synchronization of diet, exercise, environmental factors, and targeted therapies. The remarkable insight here is that while age inevitably challenges vision, modern science and lifestyle interventions can slow, halt, or even reverse many degenerative processes. What was once considered inevitable, relying solely on corrective lenses or invasive surgery, now has evidence-based alternatives that address the root causes of visual decline. The question remains, how far can we go in restoring youthful vision with consistent, informed effort? By now, it's clear that restoring and maintaining optimal eyesight isn't about a single miracle solution. It's a multi-layered, holistic approach, combining nutrition, lifestyle, targeted therapies, and environmental awareness. Each component works synergistically, addressing different aspects of eye health from cellular energy production to structural integrity and visual performance. Starting with daily practices, red light therapy remains a cornerstone. Just 3 minutes a week at the proper wavelength can stimulate mitochondrial efficiency in the cones, improving contrast, color perception, and fine detail. Safety is essential. Eyes should remain closed, and devices should meet low-risk compliance standards. This brief, low-effort intervention supports long-term cellular energy, laying the foundation for visual restoration. Nutrition underpins every other effort. Vitamin A, lutein, zeaxanthin, carnosine, saffron, and vitamin D3 each play distinct roles, from supporting photoreceptors to preventing glycation and oxidative stress. A diet rich in high bioavailability sources, egg yolks, liver, leafy greens, red meat, combined with low-carb and ketogenic principles, enhances nutrient absorption while limiting metabolic stress on the lens and retina. Intermittent fasting amplifies these benefits, triggering autophagy to remove damaged proteins, reduce floaters, and maintain cellular resilience. Lifestyle modifications magnify the effects of these interventions. Regular outdoor exposure, particularly engaging the eyes at varied distances, retrains ocular muscles and reverses accommodation cramps caused by prolonged screen use. Walking, hiking, and other oxygen-boosting exercise improves systemic circulation, ensuring the retina and optic nerve receive sufficient nutrients. Proper sleep and circadian rhythm management, supported by sunlight exposure during sunrise and sunset, enhance antioxidant production and cellular repair, further protecting vision. Addressing specific pathologies requires targeted strategies. Cataracts respond to N-acetylcarnosine drops, reducing protein clouding in the lens, while glaucoma benefits from optimized vitamin D3, magnesium, and K2 levels to reduce intraocular pressure. Age-related macular degeneration can be slowed with saffron and carotenoids, protecting the delicate central vision necessary for reading, driving, and recognizing faces. Diabetic patients must focus on blood sugar management to prevent retinopathy, reinforcing the connection between systemic health and ocular function. Practical environmental adjustments also accelerate recovery. Proper lighting high CCT warm LEDs reduces strain, improves contrast, and compensates for temporary mitochondrial inefficiency during the restoration phase. The 20-20-20 desk reset, combined with conscious blinking, ensures hydration, prevents dryness, and maintains visual comfort, particularly during extended screen sessions. These seemingly small interventions repeated consistently, compound into significant improvements over time. Ultimately, the process is a blueprint for proactive visual health. Unlike passive reliance on glasses or surgical solutions, this comprehensive strategy empowers individuals to address root causes, restore cellular function, and reclaim clarity. It's a fusion of science, nutrition, technology, and daily habits designed to protect and enhance one of the most vital senses. The eyes, once considered a passive window to the world, can actively regenerate and adapt with the right interventions, proving that age-related decline is not an irreversible fate. The most remarkable revelation is how interconnected every element is. Mitochondria, nutrition, exercise, sunlight, fasting, and environmental management all converge to support vision. Each step reinforces the next, creating a robust, resilient system capable of resisting degeneration. What was once deemed inevitable loss of clarity, reliance on corrective lenses, and declining night vision now becomes a manageable, reversible process, giving hope that, with diligence and knowledge, anyone can reclaim sharper, healthier eyesight.